So, there was once this dragon. Dragons being what they are, they need to be vanquished. Thankfully, Dirk the Daring didn't answer his phone. We can only assume he killed himself somehow on the way to pick it up. So instead we settled on a frankly more competent hero, in a small boy with a woolly hat and pockets full of nails. He doesn't crumble into a skeleton as soon as being touched, but even so, the poor mite's been trapped in the dragon's heinous labyrinths. 50 of them, to be precise. Well, we're here anyway, so let's escape the dragon's lair and see if we can't nail the worm along the way. Your aim on each stage is to navigate your way through the maze to an exit door, avoiding or killing enemies, nail in and scale in walls by firing an inexhaustible supply of these javelin-like bolts into them, then jumping on them in various ways to climb upwards or over gaps. There are various types of blocks on the maps. There are those that are not destroyable. Some of these can be climbed, others cannot. Many solutions require you to smash through certain blocks by firing a nail into it, then jumping on that nail twice. To do this, there usually needs to be at least 2 whole tile spaces above the nail to give you jumping room, but you are able to break blocks from above or from the side. I say usually, it's entirely possible to make certain solutions easier by exploiting a corner break tactic. Whether this was a deliberate mechanic or not is unclear, but in some cases an otherwise arduous level can be reduced to a walk in the park by passing through a section that the level designers probably didn't intend. The nail's hitboxes seem to be slightly wider than the sprite, so by firing a nail right downwards into the corner of a block, it is possible to jump right on the edge of it from a block diagonally up and to the side, allowing you to break through without actually jumping on it. Firing a nail into the floor allows you to somehow stand on the end of it, giving about an extra tile's worth of height. There are 3 collectibles available to you: a white nail that will not damage blocks, useful for scaling walls that can only take 1 jump before they break; a bomb nail, which can create a pathway through an area you ordinarily couldn't break; and an escape door that will create a portal to the next stage right next to you. Playing on the harder difficulty adds a 3-minute time limit to each stage, which is really pressing later on. Also, it cuts your jump height by roughly 1/3, meaning routes that were accessible to you in easy mode are no longer an option. It's an interesting way of making the game tougher, rather than just adding more enemies or giving the bosses more hit points. There are little subtleties to your movement capabilities that give a glimmer of polish to the game, such as falling, rather than jumping off a platform, allows you to jump 1 more time in mid-air, allowing skillful players to navigate narrow corridors over fire pits and such. It's also possible to pull off things such as climbing overhanging blocks with deft jump and fire motions that I see people manage on YouTube, but I'm damned if I can ever do. The music's not bad, if a little unvaried, and the graphics not quite as polished as something like Cat Rap, but I must give credit for an excellent ending sequence that looks incredibly cool, and cutscenes of any kind are something we didn't see a whole lot of early on. There's a real accessibility when you first pick up the game that I really appreciate, but a great level of mastery to acquire through constant practice that would make Nail and Scale a brilliant speedrun for someone with the talent. Get on it, people. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below, and if you can spare a second, give the review a quick thumbs up, it really helps out. Subscribe to the Portable Power podcast for a new Game Boy review every day from Monday to Friday. Or alternatively, new episodes of the podcast drop every Saturday and Sunday on whichever platform you get your pods. See you later on.